Hello, stamping friends. Brenda Hillard here. I'm back. I took some time off over the holidays just to be present with family and friends, and it felt so good, but I am so refreshed and ready to be back with you. So, it's a new year. Happy New Year. And you can see right up here, I've got my January 2023 host code. When you shop with me, I reward you with a host code gift. It's different every month. You can get all the details for that at createwithbrenda.com and look under my host code page. You want to add that host code at checkout when your order is under $150. If your order is over $150, you will qualify for your own stamping rewards. You will still receive a handmade card from me, and I will send you my host code gift. So shopping with me is easy and it's fun, and I give you lots of ideas to use your product. So a couple of housekeeping items I want to go over. The last chance sale is still going on. Lots of products have sold out, but there's still lots to choose from. And there's just 2 more days. This ends on January 4th. So last chance means it's your last chance to order products, and some of them are up to 60% off from the mini catalog, July through December of 2022. This catalog retires in just 2 days. All right, so that one's taken care of. The next is I am offering a paper share. That is from the January to April 2023 mini catalog, and it will include the designer series papers from the January 5th through February 28th celebration that's coming up. So all of the details for the paper share, again, can be found on my webpage at createwithbrenda.com. And this is a great deal. You are going to receive 89 sheets total of 6x6 designer series paper or specialty papers. And the sign up for this is going to end tomorrow, January 3rd. So be sure to hop out there to my website, createwithbrenda.com, or you can email me and I will get you added to the paper share. All right, that's that. Then, of course, the catalogs. If you are a current customer of mine, current being that you ordered from me in the last year, you should have received your mini catalog and celebration brochure in the mail. If you did not receive your catalog, please reach out to me. There is a form that I will put the link down below that you can request a catalog. And I ask that you please do not have a current demonstrator to request a catalog from me. I would love to be your demonstrator, and your demonstrator would like for you to contact them to request your catalog. So anyway, I'll put the link down below, the form, and then I can mail your catalogs out to you. I still can't open these until January 5th. And then I will be posting a PDF copy on my website at createwithbrenda.com also. And that's coming up on Thursday the 5th. All right. Geez, lots of housekeeping items. Sorry to keep you. All right. So is what I want to show you now is, or tell you about now, is this beautiful set. It is the framed florets stamp set. Now this will be available in the mini catalog along with the framed florets dies. These dies are so awesome, and I'll show you the picture of them here in just a minute. 13 dies. Be sure when you order these to order them as the bundle. That saves you 10%. Unless you don't want the dies, then of course you just do the stamp set. So here's a sample of some of the dies. I've just cut them out. So you get these 2 different size ovals, which come from when you cut out these frames. And I think this frame is a little deceiving. You can see all the little lines in there, all the little, what would you call them? Maybe little, I don't know. They're just little lines, little slices. Then you also get this beautiful heart-shaped die with Valentine's Day coming up and birthdays. That's a beautiful die. And then you get the leaves and the spray. You also get dies that cut out the flowers. And you can see those here, the spray and then the individual flowers. All right, so here's the thing. This paper is seriously gorgeous. I think I myself have gone through, I think this is my 4th pack of paper. But this, my friends, is going to be ending, the last day to order this paper is January 4th. And this is called the Fitting Florets 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So you're going to want to grab that while you can, because when it's gone, it's gone. January 4th is the end, okay? So these are the products I'm going to be using for the card that we're making. And I wanted to share with you, I've been doing some swaps and making some cards with this set, and I just wanted to share how beautiful it is. Look at this pretty swap. This came from, I believe, oh, I don't even want to say because I'm not sure. But it's got the rose gold foil. They did that ribbon, the twisted ribbon technique. But isn't that just like a stunner? Pretty. I did this for a swap. This was a, I cased Terry Gaines on this one. I added a few things, but the basic idea came from her. Look how pretty the font is from that stamp set. So that's a fun card. And this was just fussy cutting out the Designer Series paper. Here's another card that I did, and I loved this. I popped up a frame and then put the papers and whatnot inside for that one. This is a fun card. Very quick, very easy, but I think it's really pretty. And what a great way to wish somebody happy birthday, right? This was a swap card I received with the silver foil. And you see how they die cut that heart die and then popped it up on the white so you can see all those beautiful little hearts around it. I really do just love this card. I think it's very pretty. This was with the Christmas set, obviously. And this was a swap card that I received from Mary Alice Bellis, which I thought was beautiful. And I love how she used that paper. This was a swap card that I received from Demonstrator Kay Kaltoff. And now these swirls have sold out, so those are no longer available. But how pretty is that, right? Here's another one that I received. And this opens like so. This was a swap card from Michelle Baranek. Sorry, Michelle, mispronounced your name if you're watching. Here's another card that I did. Now, this is the same layout as this one, only I used different background papers and flowers. And then this is the last one I'll share with you. And this was a swap card that I did. I don't remember if it was a month or 2 ago already. But this is that, I call it the eye fold because you make like an eye. I've heard people call it different things. I don't know really what it's called. A split front maybe is a good name for it. And then when you open, it's got the sentiment on the inside. And this spray that I used, the dye from the set of the framed florets, I used the In Color Glimmer paper, which really made that pop. So there's just some ideas for you using that framed florets. All right, here's another one. This is what we're gonna make now, or this was my demonstration for today. I'm going to be using the window pane checked ribbon, which is evening evergreen and white. I've got a piece of evening evergreen that measures 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score this at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. I'll do that in just a minute. I've got, and I'm not going to be doing all the die cutting on here because I figured with all of the announcements, I've taken enough of your time. All right, so you're going to cut 2 pieces of basic white that measure 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. And this one you can see I have embossed using the stitched greenery and running that through the standard Stamp and Cut and Emboss. So you need 2 pieces of that. I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper that measure 3 inches by 2 inches. And you want to cut 2 of those. I chose two different patterns. I have a piece of basic white that measures 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And I should back up because I did use this for every month at Create with Brenda, I host a card swap for anybody that wants to swap, and it's a themed swap. So last month we did cards of encouragement. So it could be thinking of you, it could be way to go, congratulations, whatever you chose. And then the first of the month I send out the invite. The swap sign up closes on the 10th of the month. On the 11th, I email you the count and the addresses, and then ask that you do your best work and mail them out by the last day of the month, this month would be January 31st. We are going to be doing a love theme. So it could be a Valentine's card, it could be a wedding card, it could be an anniversary card, but something with a heart, with love, with whatever. So love theme. If you'd like to join that swap, please email me. You can contact me at createwithbrenda.com, and I would be happy to sign you up and invite you to join our swap. All right, so you're going to need a piece of evening evergreen, the card base, and then this one that measures 3 inches by 2 inches. All right, so let's start. Oh, and I had fussy cut this flower. Did I fussy cut? Or no, I die cut these from the paper. And then it was this paper. Let's see, not that one. This paper that has all kinds of pretty flowers that you can fussy cut or die cut. And then I also used this paper that has the green and white gingham. Okay, so I need my trimmer. Bring that in. I'm going to make sure that my scoring blade is up at the top. And the first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 inch. So 2 3/4 score line. I'm going to move it over to 5 1/2 and another score line. Okay. So this is going to be our card base. Oh, you guys, I hope I remember how to do this. It's been a while since I made this one. All right, I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold this up. So now we have kind of like that Z fold, okay? So fold it in half like you would a normal card base, and then fold it up on the 2 3/4 inch score line. All right. The first thing I want to do is bring in one of my 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. And like I said, this one I chose to emboss using the Stitch Greenery die. Not an embossing plate, it's an actual cutting die. I can show it to you here in just a minute. If you don't have that, you probably want it. It makes the prettiest backgrounds and easy for quick cards. So is what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this so that it hits from edge to edge or side to side. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of a green border down here, okay? All right. Then next, I want to take our other piece of 3 1/8 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to take my designer series paper, and I'm just going to put that on here. So like that on the top half. And I'm going to put the green check on the bottom half. And there will be a little gap between, but it doesn't matter because our oval with the sentiment is going to cover that up, okay? So it's going to look like that. See how we have that little gap in there? That's okay. So is what I want to do with this, I'm just going to add some adhesive, and I'm going to center that right here in or on our piece that we just added the designer series paper to. Looks like I got that a little bit crooked, but I think it'll be okay. And then I die cut using Balmy Blue the slotted, that's the word I was looking for earlier, the slotted frame. And I'm just going to take some of the mini dimensionals and I'm going to add a few of those onto our frame, like this. Right, I'm going to take my backings off. All right, and those are off. I'm going to move that over. And now I'm just going to lay this down so that it fits around our oval, just like that. Okay, now I can see on my spray I have just a couple pieces of die cut that did not pop out of there. I want to add a little bit, whoops, a little bit, not a lot, like that, just a little, to my spray. I'm going to lay that down right inside like so. And I want to pop up my larger flower. So I'm going to give that a large. And then my smaller flower I'm just going to glue down flat. And I'll tuck that right in here. So we have that beautiful little spray with our flowers, okay? I might move this one down just a little. I don't want to see the stem there. Okay. Not that that really mattered, but that's just me being me. So I'm going to bring in our little piece of basic white that measured 2.5. Is that right? 2.5 by 1 3/4. I just want to make sure I've got the right 1 3/4, 2.5, and this should be, yep, 3 by 2. Let me put that on there because I felt like, oh, it is right. I don't know why, it just wasn't making sense to me. All right, so is what we're going to do now is I have the sentiment that comes from the stamp set. And this says, just a little reminder that you are loved. Okay, so with the Evening Evergreen, and because it's a photopolymer, I want my piercing mat, my foam mat. And I'm just going to stamp this right in the center. I can see I kind of got a little something on there that I didn't like. So I'm going to just turn it over and we'll try again. Much better. All right, you guys, seriously, that is all of the stamping for this project. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, add some adhesive, and I'm going to glue that right on top here. And then on the back of this piece, now this is important because this is an easel style fold, and if you don't put your dimensionals on here, there won't be anything for the top part of your card to fit to. So I'm just gonna get that ready. And I've got my card here. And is what I want to do is put adhesive just on the very top third of this piece because I don't want to glue it down to the bottom. So I'm going to set this on my card, making sure that this border, and this border are as equal as possible. And then I'm going to press it down. So now when I open, it opens like this. So now to add this piece, I want to take my sentiment and I'm just going to line it up, center it up on the bottom here. So I have a little bit on each side, but it's even on the bottom. And then I'm just going to close my card like that. So here's what happens with this. This pops up and sits behind so that people can display their card. They can put it on their desk to remind them that they are loved. How fun is that, right? Now, you saw that I had a bow tied here with the window pane ribbon. So I'm just going to snip that at a diagonal with my ribbon snips. And then I'm going to add that to my card using I'm going to do a few because I found that these didn't stay on very well. 3 of the mini glue dots. I'm just going to put my ribbon right in here. Whoops, I just took all my glue dots off the back of my ribbon. There we go. Stay on there and not on my fingernail. There we go. So now I've added those to my card. I love that window pane ribbon, even with the gingham check. So it's going to sit like that. I think you can see it okay. And then the other thing is like, you guys know me, I love sparkle or bling. So I have these glossy dots, and these were just the right color and sparkle for on our piece. So I did a large one, a smaller one, and then I'm just going to tip this down, and I did just a little one up here to bring in just that little bit of sparkle. But how nice would this be to have sitting on your desk or on your dresser, your nightstand, whatever, your bathroom counter, just to start the day off to remember that you are loved. So that was my swap card for December with my Create with Brenda team, or Create with Brenda swappers. So I hope you'll join us this month. It would be fun to have some new people. All right, so that, my friends, is the easel card. I hope you'll give it a try. Until next time, bye for now.